Yo, so is love good and is hate bad? I'll let it marinate for a second. Is love good and is hate bad? If you feel prepared, you may answer first.
I would say hate is bad just because hate requires you to function at a very low frequency, and you have to deliberately put yourself in darkness in order to hate. Is love good? Love is not consistent. I would say like is stronger than love, but love is something that flows.
Hmm. Now, do you believe in agape love or unconditional love?
And agape has so many damn definitions.
Hmm. Well, in terms of the Greek that we most know.
It depends, man. Life is such that you don't see consistent type of agape in most people.
Hmm. Not even family,
Nah,
parents excluded or included in that.
uh, it depends on your parents.
Well, you speak from your experience.
For me, it's all good. My parents, I think, depending on how you were raised and what your parents were like, whether or not they were healthy folks raising you, or there was some tumultuous situations in your upbringing. Yeah, it all depends.
Hmm. Okay. Q, is love good? Is hate bad?
All right, I guess I ain't got to get prepared. I'm just prepared. I look like I knew the answer.
Yeah, your
Okay,
glasses.
it's giving. Um, I think that I think that if you look at it from a contextual place, love and hate can both be bad and good. Like you could love something too much, such as an addiction, and that could be bad because it's not done with a level of what's the word I'm searching for? Um,
Control, like self control type.
no, I think everything has to be done in moderation. That's the word I'm looking for.
Mm.
Or even with hate, I think that there's an appropriate type of hate to have for certain things,
Mm.
like an extreme dislike, if we're looking at it, like I said, from a contextual place. So, yeah, I think both love and hate can be good and bad.
Do you think addiction is necessarily love, or it's just like because
Well,
if you're addicted to
you could love
drugs,
something until it forms into that.
okay. But at
Yeah.
a point of addiction, do you love it anymore, or you just need to have it at a point?
Well, yeah, the addiction is something completely different. But I
Hmm.
think you can love something to the point where, or even maybe the word I'm searching for is like an infatuation for it.
Hmm.
Whether that's a person, whether that's a thing,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So I think balance is key, because you're talking about two very extreme, how we look at them as emotions.
Hmm.
But I do get where you're going. To Eddie's point, if you're just looking at it from a vibrational scale, hate is at the bottom of that, love would be at the top. And that's the obvious. Love would be good in that scenario and hate would be bad. But I think I see where you're going with your question. So it's my answer.
Okay.
Life's like cancer, and I'm serious.
Bruh.
Adrian, what you think? Is love good? Is hate bad?
I don't think neither one is good or bad. I think they just are. Right. When I think when you look at good and bad is more so like in the eye of the beholder with how
Mhm.
they see it. So I don't think either is good or bad. I think they're both beneficial. I think they're both needed to a degree, but I wouldn't say either is good or bad.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I'll let it marinate for a second. Alex, is
Um,
love good? Is hate bad?
it can be. I think more than anything, they can both be exhausting. It takes energy to hate something or someone, and it takes energy to love and maintain that feeling of love and being in love with something. And as much as you love something, it can easily turn into hate through exhaustion. Like I love you so much, but loving an individual or something can be exhausting. But I can't really say that it's good or bad, but other than exhausting for both of them.
Okay. I feel like I got two non-answers back to back, but I'm being a bigger person tonight. So
I appreciate that.
said, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Is love good? Is hate bad?
To me, love is great. You know what I'm saying? If you find yourself in the right position where you can actually find genuine love, then you know what I'm saying, that's something special and it's something hard to find. Because a lot of people think that they have love. It's more infatuation with a situation than actual love. So it takes too much energy to hate for me. So I try not to hate anybody, try not to waste my time with hate, try not to deal with hate. But love, if you can find it, I don't think it's nothing better.
So you think love takes less energy?
Anything worth having is going to take a little bit of effort. But I mean, they always say it's easier to smile than to frown. Takes more muscles to frown than to smile. So I'm gonna go with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, it's hard being the bigger person. Okay.
Well, what you be a bigger person about that one for?
You know.
Yeah. Okay.
Welcome, Shan. How are you?
I'm well. Pilates ran late. So
Yeah, you ain't even sweaty. You don't even look tired. Stop wasting your
listen,
goddamn money on
it
that
was
bullshit.
restorative. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Mute your mic. Mary. Is love good? Is hate bad?
I feel like it depends on who it's coming from and who it's going to.
Break that down.
So if I think that I'm loving somebody in a way that's, love, maybe they won't take it the same way. So even though my intentions are good, with the love being good, somebody else may think it's not. So I feel like just whether it's good or bad is individualized on who's giving it, how somebody else is perceiving it, and things like that.
So, no.
I feel like it can be either or. It depends on how the other person is receiving it. Just because I think love is good and I'm giving somebody what I think is good love, it doesn't mean they're gonna think that it's good.
Okay.
Like it depends on.
I'm not asking no more substantive questions ever again. This shit is crazy.
What do you think, Hamp? Hamp, what do you think?
You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Damn. Shani, is love good? Is hate bad?
I don't think either one of them are good or bad, and because they are necessary to the human experience. I think both are emotions that are necessary for you to protect yourself. If we really think about how our emotions like come out, like I might need to express love in some way to fulfill myself or to protect something or to control my emotions, something like that. I may have to grow to hate something to protect my existence, to protect my mental state. I'm not a natural person to hate at all. And when I still have a therapist. When I went to my therapist, she literally told me I had to learn how to get angry and to hate certain things so I can disengage with them. But it's just a temporary emotion to protect myself. And then I can move on. So I think they're both necessary emotions that have to happen. And if you don't engage with both of them, there's other issues that could pop up because they're used for protection to me. Any emotion you have is used for protection.
I think that argument is fragile just because if we throw in police, right? What if a police officer is killing niggas left and right and he's using hate as a means to protect himself, right? I felt threatened, so I shot these niggas, right? So it's just like, I think it's a sensitive thing, but I think that argument is a little fragile in terms of like utilizing your fear or hatred to like eliminate certain things, when it's just a matter of more so building coping mechanisms to relieve yourself of things that aren't good for you.
I didn't say the actions were right. So going out and killing somebody is not right.
No, I'm
But
talking. I'm
he has-
talking more of the methodology that you explained about hatred and utilizing that to.
So for the white man who may have had bad experiences or been brainwashed as a child or with black people, been told a certain way, had a bad experience with a black man one time that threatened his life, threatened his family, he felt vulnerable or whatever. His hate grew out of that to protect himself in some way. Now, taking an action against a black man, totally wrong. But him himself, that emotion came out of a sense of trying to protect himself. Now
And
the
you
actions weren't right.
But you say that's righteous though?
What do you mean?
To hate out of protection?
I think it's a necessary emotion sometimes that kind of grows with us depending on our experiences.